In every culture and in every religion, spirituality life is very important. What could you tell us about spirituality?
So when I was thinking about this question, I was thinking about the verse, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it." So of course we know that we connect with our spirituality, we connect with God in our church when we spend time with our church family. But also we know that because the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, we also can see glimpses of his truth and his love in nature, in the books we might read, hearing a symphony play, watching children play outside, flowers, all sorts of things can connect us to God's Spirit in the world.
Spirituality means to believe in not power beyond physical beings. For me, this means believing God exists and loves me, you, and everybody. I also believe that there is a heaven and hell, and that if you believe in God with all your heart, mind, and soul, you'll go to heaven.
Spirituality is the most precious thing for me. It is Christ in me. It gives me strength when weak. It gives me confidence when challenged. It gives me brave when fear. It set me free from human desires. It links me to the God, to my neighbors, and to the people who love God.
Okay, so spirituality means like different things to different people. But for us as Christians and people of faith, spirituality, I believe, is being led by the Spirit. So Romans 8:14 says, those who are led by the Spirit are the children of God. So I believe that for us, spirituality means being led by the Spirit.
I think spirituality is a mental process in which people thinking for the meaning of life. And it often involves in meditation, prayer, mindfulness, and self-reflection. And so spirituality is actually a real process to refresh our soul. And Genesis chapter 2, verse 7 say, then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man became a living being. And the breath of life is actually the soul. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27 says, so God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female. They created them. Christ in me, the status is actually the image of God. So, however, when our soul is easily contaminated by sin, life will be corrupted and dead. To refresh our soul on a daily basis is actually our mandate as a Christian. Reading Bible, meditating his words, and praying and have Jesus in us is the only way to pull us back, pour back our soul to the God's creation.
My understanding of spirituality is a belief that there is a greater power, being of a divine nature, usually intangible or unseen, but we can be connected with. This connection should impact how we navigate our lives, whether in choosing good or evil. Okay, there is a lot to say about spirituality, and it is reflected differently by different individuals. However, one common trait is that there is a correlation between spirituality and the soul. As a Christian, spirituality is my connection with the Trinity. Christians look at the Trinity for guidance, protection, clarity, truth, purpose, not only for themselves, but for the betterment of others.
Well, spirituality really means a recognition or I think a sense of belief that there's something much greater than myself, more than, I think, being human, and that we're part of, I think, a greater whole in this universe, and that it's kind of divine in nature, and with God at the center point. and that we do have a purpose in this world. And to me, spirituality really encompasses things such as loving one another, compassion for one another. I think I believe in the afterlife, that there's a place for us with God, and that there's truth and wisdom. And spirituality also means taking time out every day to talk with God and to have a close relationship with Him, to pray each day. We know that we're not perfect, but we do have that belief and assurance from God of forgiveness of sin, and that we do have a home in heaven after we do leave this brief time on earth.